So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something really exciting where we're going to be changing this ordinary room into, that's right, a brand new reptile room for me. I am so excited about this room, so stick around because you don't want to miss this. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. So yeah, like I said, this is it. This is going to be my brand new reptile room. Super excited about this. This has been something I've been dreaming of, and honestly, I can honestly say that I have been dreaming of having something like this, and this is just quite the setup. I am so excited to get this rolling. We are only days into having this all set up, so this has definitely been a project in the works, and it's going to constantly keep evolving. So things are kind of like thrown around, as you can see. Like we have some like of the thermostat, thermometer wires just kind of placed for temporary reasons, and over here we also have Rafiki, as well as we have the rat snake over here. So we have these guys all set up and happy right here. They're just kind of curious and looking at us right now, but yeah. And then with this right over here, we're able to set up another door right here and have another setup over here as well too. He's like following me around right now. He's being super cute with that. But yeah, so super excited with those cages right there, so we can have something with that. But yeah, like I said in the past video for the paludarium, I also built two of these stands right here. So one for the paludarium as well as one for this guy right here. So what we're going to be doing is we have potential to store things right there, or we also have potential to maybe put like some sort of arboreal cages down there, or cage. Haven't decided yet fully what I'm going to do with that space yet. Not going to worry about that right now. We have to take this one step at a time here. So like I said, things are a little bit like out of the sorts. As you can see, this is one of my first initial snake racks that I built down here. And what I'm doing it with right now is this top shelf. It can actually hold a 20 long tank, believe it or not. I've actually set it up so it's able to do those kind of things. But I'm not going to be doing that right now. It's just going to be kind of used to store things. The racks are also being used for different animals that I have as well too, like the geckos, the boa, everything like that. So we have everything separated there. This corner right here, super exciting. It looks really small. This camera's kind of being a little bit deceptive of this room. This room is actually pretty roomy. But this section right here, what we're going to be doing is, it's currently being used for like, these are two tanks that I built when I was younger that have been in storage. Let's go down. I can show you guys a little bit better. But yeah, so we have these two tanks right here. These are sliding out tanks that I have. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use these as storage right now. I just kind of got all the clutter out of the way before I can get this closet all set up. But what I'm going to do over here is I have some cages on the way, some really cool enclosures. Not sure where they're going to be here, but I mean, I'm patient. I can wait for them. It's going to be really cool, and we're going to have some really cool setups just kind of stacking up here. Sliding glass doors, everything like that. And we're going to have something really cool over here set up. So more news on that to come. Like I said, just sitting here and looking around, it's pretty exciting. To me, at least, it's pretty exciting. So this has been a long time coming. Like I said, it's a lot of work. I mean, taking all this apart, moving it, putting it back together, hoping nothing goes wrong in the process. Then also too, wiring everything and making sure you wire everything properly. That's a huge thing. It's a lot of work. And then also too, making sure that the animals are all happy and healthy and made it over okay and everything, which they did. There's no issues whatsoever. I had them all in holding confinements until we got this all set up. We got it all set up within 24 hours, so they were good to go. Very little stress, anything like that, so everyone's happy, healthy, and we've just kind of been crunching along here. I mean, everyone's back on their feeding regime and everything like that, so no issues there. So everyone's pretty used to the lingo here. So like I said, we have that going on with these enclosures in this space over here. Then like I said too, these guys are going to be set up right over here. We're going to have some more updates and everything like that going with these guys over here and their setups, both for Rafiki and for the green rat snake. You're kind of seeing the works of something that's taking a little bit of time here because I have to cipher through it all and organize it all, make sure nothing's broken, kind of divvy up and see again what I want to keep, if I want to keep it all. But yeah, that's the rest of like all the heat lamps, all the other different decorations that I have, any kind of tools, odds and ends stuff. It's either in those two drawers over there or it's right in here. So I just have to divvy it up and go through it all. So yeah, like I said, we're days in. So we're going to get this all rolling. We're going to get this all set up and make this look absolutely incredible. And more importantly, set this up as a studio to produce all this amazing content for you guys, and something that you guys can see and inspire you guys too on things that you guys can do a whole bunch of educational things as well too. So this has been something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I think this is going to be a huge step in the right direction for the channel. Before, I felt like I was really limited on what I could do. Now I have a whole bunch of space where I can do a whole bunch more with the animals, and also bringing you along too for all those adventures. This lighting, I'm not a fan of. I'm looking at myself right now in the viewfinder and it's not looking the best. So we're going to change that out a bit, bring in my studio lights, and get a whole set up there. But then we have over here. So yeah, then we're up here. So this is the big snake rack that we have all divvied up and set up. So this is going to be something that we're going to have all the ball pythons in. We have the womas in there too right now, but the womas, they're eventually going to move over as well. So they have their own slot in the rack. The 2 females, that is. And then we're thinking of potentially getting another one. Not sure if that's going to happen this year due to COVID and everything like that, and Tinley being canceled, which is a bummer. And then not being able to make it to St. Louis, which is also a bummer. That's going to kind of limit what I'm having, but I'm inquiring, so we'll see what I get. But I do definitely want to get a male for these girls, because having womas has always been a dream of mine, and getting a small production going of those guys, that would be cool. But like I said, we'll talk more about them later. Everyone's doing great, all ball python wise. So we have the rack all set up. This thing is a beast. I did do a video I can show you guys years ago when I built this guy, probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. When I built this guy, I'll leave links down below so you can see that process. But boy, I mean, working with melamine wood and then lifting that, that's a workout in its own. So moving all these boards, everything like that, that was definitely a process. Wasn't that fun, I'll tell you that. But we did it, we managed, we got everything set up. We got the herpstat right up top here. But I also want to show you too, in this corner right over here, we also have my incubator. So we're going to be doing some production, hopefully this year. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. We also do have a window, so I'm able to climate control this room pretty well. It stays around in the 80s. Ambiently, I think this temperature is about like between like 80 to 85 in here. Then it heats to be in the racks 88 degrees on the hot side. So we have that going, but yeah, it does get hot in here, and as you raise your hand up, I mean, you can definitely feel the heat because heat rises, obviously. So to combat that, I have 2 things. I have one fan on this corner right here, just circulating the air, pushing the air down, just kind of bringing it in. This fan's off right now because this one's loud, but I also do have one right here that's going to be pushing the air around too. I can either push it here or I can push it downward, and it helps tremendously. This one definitely pushes a lot more air, like I said, so I turned that one off, but this one's like always on and running right above the incubator. So we do have this all set up. This can house probably, I'd say, about 20 clutches, maybe more, probably more, I would say, maybe close to 30. We're definitely not going to have that production right off the bat, that's for sure, but we're definitely going to have some production this year. Super excited to bring you guys along with that come November. That's when I start my season. But this guy right here, he's just such a cool snake. I love this guy right here, and yep, I know. He literally has a great feeding response. Yeah, I mean, these guys, they definitely have like a cantankerous attitude. So he's been one of the best like that I've had of these guys. Unfortunately, as you guys know, like I haven't had the best luck with the females that I've had of these guys. Unfortunately, they've come down with stuff or anything like that, and that's just kind of the unfortunate thing with these guys, where these guys come in wild caught and they come in with issues. So getting some that can prove out and everything like that, and hopefully we can find a girl that actually does stay consistently healthy and everything, that would be great, because I would love to get these guys captive bred so they don't have to be taken out of the wild. And then of course over here we do have Rafiki. He's doing his thing. Super happy little guy. I don't like keeping the camera on him too long because he doesn't really like it, but he's doing great. Like I said, I'm going to change this UVB bulb out on him because I don't like the lighting on him. I don't know if you saw that in my Instagram post, but I just kind of kept it as is right now. But yeah, he's doing great. He's keeping great weight. Happy as can be. Super curious little guy. Love to watch him eat. He loves his very diet. Hornworms are definitely his favorite. He'll go to town on just about anything. Both of these guys have amazing food responses, so that's been good. It's surreal that this has come to be what it is, but definitely what I'm going to be doing too is not only are we going to be making more like educational content, but I'm definitely going to be doing like reptile room tours all around here. Once I have like the bigger tank set up, like out in the living room, like I've been saying, between the 75 and the 90 gallon. And then I also have another one being set up too for my plants. Once I have those two, we're going to have these cool like sit back, relax, and enjoy kind of like very little editing run-throughs of everything and see everyone's setup, see how everyone's doing. We're going to be just doing a whole run through like the reptile collection. I think that would be fun, and I watch those from other people and I enjoy them. So I only want to put out content that thoroughly I enjoy, and I think people would also enjoy watching too, because if it doesn't seem like it's something beneficial that I would get interested in or anything like that, I don't want to do it just to do it for others. You know, it's not something sensationalized I want to do. I just want to do something to help other people, help myself, keep us constantly learning. Everything just kind of thrown around, and I'm just looking at different sections here and I'm like, yeah, I have to do this, I have to do that. So I just wanted to bring you guys on here. This is the first update of this place. This is September, so we're just going to call it as it is right now. So this is my cute little raptor female right here. I want you guys' input too on what you guys want to see. Leave comments down below, leave suggestions. I want to know if this room should be a room that we all learn and grow in and do a whole bunch of different things. So that's what I want to do with this. Like I said, we do have the natural light here, so I may be like growing some natural vivarium plants in here too, not only just out there but in here as well too. Kind of spruce this place up a little bit, liven it up, put a whole bunch of live things in here that are plant wise. So I'm really excited to show you guys like what I've been doing in here, what my plans are. There are going to be some nice enclosures right here that are just going to fill up, probably about to here, I would say, maybe a little bit higher down the line too. But yeah, we're going to have some stuff really nice right down there. So we're going to put some cool things down there. I do have some stuff on the way. That more news on that to come. I'm just going to slide that in there. But the one thing I always wanted with this channel, I'm going to sit down for this one, is I never wanted it to be like another basic animal channel where people are like, yeah, I'm just going to buy a whole bunch of animals and just do it for the views. You know, I mean, yes, I do get animals, but it's not going to be to the point that other people do, where they're just like, I'm going to get this animal, never pay attention to it or anything like that. I get into animals for certain projects that I've always been interested in ever since I was young, or things that I've always wanted to work with. Kind of go from there and not have like a huge sensationalized collection, but have stuff that I want to work for, work with, and do a whole bunch of cool things with, and show you guys too. Because I think that's the best thing to do, is work with things that you want to work with. I don't know if you've seen like the past videos I've done with John. He does the same thing, where he works with things that he wants to work with. And that's the way to do it. You walk in here and you enjoy what you're doing because you're like, oh, yes, this is stuff that I find so amazing, I find so intriguing. I mean, I look at that paludarium out there and I find it so rewarding and intriguing, and there's not even an animal in it. You know, it's just kind of like, I did that, I worked for this, I set that whole thing up, and this is the payout. And I'll just sit there and I'll keep the TV off and I'll just watch that. But yeah, same thing comes in here. I'll put a chair in here, or I'll sit on this floor and I'll just look around, and it's really rewarding seeing all the amazing animals that I want to see and that I want to work with and raise up, do a whole bunch of different projects with, and seeing all that, that's pretty rewarding for me. So that's what I want to do with this channel right here. It's not going to be some sensationalized thing where we're doing a whole bunch of different things and grabbing a whole bunch of different animals and not really having a clue to do with. So there's definitely going to be a rhyme and reason for everything. Like I said, with the ball pythons, this is probably going to be the production that I'll have for a while with these guys, because I think I have a pretty steady collection. We just got to get into a breeding season here, and we're going to do a whole bunch of fun stuff with it. So definitely excited for that as well. It's been a long time coming. I don't know really much more to say than that, but we do have a lot to do, a lot of work to be done, and it just takes time, you know. This is kind of dirty under here. This has actually been something, this rack right here has actually been something that's been sitting in a garage for the longest time, so have to clean that off a bit. Really exciting stuff. So if you guys, like I said, have suggestions, anything like that, leave them down below. With this video and then videos to come, I can help you guys in inspiring and bringing out like a different creative mindset on what to do with your animals and what you can do with their enclosures and how to interact with them too and everything like that. Just look at them. I love his colors. They're just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Hi, buddy. You probably want some superworms, don't you? Oh man. So yeah, he's going to get a cage upgrade too. We're definitely going to be putting some more live plants in there. We're going to do a whole live setup with that. I mean, I'm just telling you, spitballing some ideas of what we're trying to do. I could ramble on and on of what we're going to do in here, but this is what we have set up right now, and in projects to come and videos to come, you're going to see a whole bunch of this stuff change, and it's going to be exciting for you, me, and the animals. So I think I'm just kind of rambling at this point, But yeah, like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for staying tuned for this video as well as my other ones. It really means a lot to me. And definitely check out also my social media. I'll leave links down below because I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of cool things in this room and showing everybody off so you guys can see and check us out. And also too, if you guys could do me a couple favors, if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, I will see you guys soon.